G'day everyone, welcome back to another video on Project Nugget. In this video today, we're going to be working on the D-Max. We're going to be installing a bit of a two-way radio. Throw in a UHF, I'll go through the UHF I've got, we'll unbox it, tell you my reason as to why we brought it, but let's go and check it out. So here's the poor D-Max. She's been sitting in the carport for a couple of weeks. I've got the extension cable out to my foldable 200 watt solar panel, charging all my stuff in the back, but it's not what we're here for. This is what we're here for. So I went out, I've had this, well, I've had most of the mounting hardware for a little while, but this guy here is the Uniden 4x4 pack. It's got everything that we sort of need. The handpiece, instant replay, the brain box gets hidden away. It's got a nice sturdy rugged antenna as well. We've got a 2-watt speaker, instant replay, magnetic mount, and a 5-year warranty, as well as an app with location tracking. So for me, in my opinion, I got this at a pretty good price. It wasn't as expensive as the Uniden, as the GME ones, but for me, this does more of what I wanted, and at a, well, better price point in my opinion. The one thing I do really love about it is it comes out of the box with a magnetic mount. Unlike a GME where you would have to buy that mount separate, it already has it and it's happy days. As well as a few of the little goodies that I do have, I've got a micro, what do you want to call it, like adder circuit or fuse holder. This is going to tap into the fuse box inside the car, and I'll be able to piggyback off one of the power sources there to be able to give this power. The one thing that I did have to buy GME was the pass-through. Look, I've got nothing against GME at all. I think that they are very good products. They're just a bit out of my reach price-wise. And nice and easy, a Europro bonnet mount. This is going to go on the passenger side. It's out of the way of the driver, tucked up. It's out of the way. It's, yeah, I think it's a nice clean look. Inside the box, there's 101 unboxing videos, but for the purpose of this video, I'll give you a quick rundown. We have our handpiece. This is where everything is going to go. Nice clicky buttons, and the speaker is also there as well. Alongside that, we have the brain box. The brain box also has a speaker attached to it, or built in, which it's going to be okay because that's going to be mounted in my console. But with the app as well, it actually pairs with your vehicle speakers, so it can transmit out of your vehicle speakers. So if you miss a call, or it's not, you know, not loud enough, we've got a speaker there, we've got a speaker there, and it'll be coming out of the vehicle speakers as well. In here, we have a few of our bits and pieces. We have our cable, coax cable for our big fat boy bloody antenna. I mean, this thing's pretty girthy, it's pretty fat. But that's going to be good, that's going to be rugged, nice and sturdy. I'm not going to have to worry about that getting damaged anytime soon. I think the only thing I'm going to have to worry is somebody stealing it. But I'll do make sure it's done up really nice and tight. And the good part is too, if I want to change it, if I'm going into more hillier sort of areas, or more flat, I should say flat, open desert areas, I can then unscrew this, put a taller one on, and I'll get good coverage everywhere. If I get in any strife, or if I'm in a convoy with a heap of people, or whatever it may be, that's a good thing there. In the box we also get our magnetic mount. No need to have to buy that, comes already in the box. We have what I'm going to presume is a speaker bracket, which isn't really going to matter because we won't need it. Comes with a pass-through, also some rubber cap, which I'm guessing it'll go onto the thread, so if you want to take the aerial off you can. Protect the connection by putting in this little plastic cap as well. We've also got the coax plug that will go into the back of our unit right there. We have a power source or power cable. It is fused as well. A couple of open connections on the end so that can connect nice and easy to our piggyback. Most importantly, we've got a couple of stickers. We do have a couple of these sort of screws, so I'm gonna say that if we want to, this can also mount the radio, and we can use those to screw into the side of this radio. I haven't taken it out of its bracket yet, so I'm guessing that's what it would possibly be for. We have some mounting hardware, a couple of screws to be able to bolt everything down or screw everything down. And then we've got our coax cable, or well, not coax cable, but our Cat 6 cable. This will go from our unit to our pass-through, where our microphone can connect to on wherever I'm going to put it in the vehicle. And lastly, we have our instructions manual. This is obviously going to tell you all the orientations that you can put it in and whatnot, and will also give us a rundown on how this system will work and how to get to what we want to do. So that's pretty much it that comes in the pack. I'm pretty keen to get this on actually, so what we'll do is we'll go over to the front and I'll show you whereabouts in the bonnet I want to try and put it onto. So the bracket is going to go onto this side. So if I go and grab that bracket now, so basically this bracket is going to bolt onto there, into those bolts there, and it's going to come out around there. How this is going to affect, or it may very well possibly hit my wiper when we put the bonnet up, but I will see how we go. This is designed for the passenger side, so what I'll do is I'll do a couple of quick markups and we shall take out one of those bolts, roughly bolt one in and go on to the next one. See what happens. Okay, and with that installed it should look a little like that. I have gone around, I'm hoping the GoPro can pick that up. There's some blue pencil there. It's all I could find from the kids that they'd left in the car. This is how the mount will look. And I will say this, if you're going to do this, have someone to help. It can be done by yourself. It's going to be a hell of a lot easier if you've got somebody there that's able to support the bonnet. As soon as you take those off, the whole thing wants to go over. But with that in, now it's time to just check your fitment, make sure everything fits. So I think we're a little bit off. Our panel gap is still all the same over here. Panel gap still looks pretty good. Everything lines up. I'm pretty happy with it. Now with these 2024 D-Max, you'll see there is a lip on the headlights. Come over to this side and there's still a lip. There's always a lip on these. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. So with that done, now we can get on to the other bits of. Next step is we're going to open here and we're going to get into this box. Now what you can do is, I'm sorry it's a bit dark, is you can look at the back of your panel or protective cover, and that'll tell you which fuse does what. For me, I want it to be on constant power, okay? So if I pull up to a fishing spot and I'm waiting for someone, I can shut the car down. I'm not using diesel, and I can just have it on in the background just listening. Good way to do that is to use a multimeter or a test light. I've done that, or you can cheat from this video, and the accessory socket plus B, the 15 amp fuse, is in fact constant power. What I'll do to prove it to you guys, I will show you. So what I'll do is I've got my voltmeter on down there. I'm hoping you can see that. I don't know if you can. I'm hoping you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to earth one, put a pin to that fuse, and if you can see that multimeter, it says 12.29 volts. Has nothing. 12.29 volts. And that is the number 15 down the bottom. What I'll do is I'll use my micro fuse tapper holder, whatever you want to call it. I'll pull the fuse out of that one and plug it into that. For anybody that does not know how to use these, we have our 5 amp fuse on the top. That's going to follow to this line, to this connector. Now the 10 amp fuse we're going to pull out. Birds are having a field day. 10 amp fuse is going to go into this bottom slot. Now this bottom slot is going to still power up that fuse that it is powering. So the first top on the slot, if you look at it this way, this yellowy, goldy sort of one, to 5 amp, that's going to go to our UHF. The 10 amp I'm going to pull out is going to go in this bottom one, which is going to give that socket power like it would. It's not going to change at all. It's just basically taking power from that socket. Now that we're in the car, we've got to figure out where we sort of want to put this. Now basically the pass through I'm going to put down here, purely because it's out of the way. I can then just come in, plug it in. The magnetic mount will go around here. It's going to be out of the way. This magnetic mount, which has adhesive tape on the back. It's a nice little spot for it to go just there. That's going to be able to let me go and just pop it there, pull it off when I need it. When I'm not using the two-way at all, I can do this, fold it up, open the door, put it into there, close it. It's tucked away, nice clean looking interior again. When I want to use it, open it, pull it out, you get the gist. So this box, we are going to install it in a place where I don't want to see it. I want this to pretty much be a setup where you're not even going to know unless I pull that out or you pay close attention to what's going on there. All these sort of panels are pretty easy to clip up and on and off. The cup holder, give it a good pull up, it does come out. One hand, it's a little bit hard, and that's going to give us access into there. So I'll get that up, I'll come back to you. Okay, and just like that, we've got it out. Being a brand new car, it needed a little bit of persuading, but I've gotten it out. And that has opened up this whole inside area that I can probably stash it up under there. So this, the idea is this will go into here and be able to tuck it out of the way, put it right up the back somewhere, out of sight, out of mind, nice and quiet. And then the next step from here is to basically get this center up. We've only got to get it up enough so we can push this blank out. Once we've got the blank out, we can come in with our GME pass-through, and that will go straight into there. Then we just got to sort out the power. Right, a little bit of persuading. If you come into this front part with a trim tool, you'll be able to pop this up. Don't worry about this exterior bit, that doesn't need to come out. Pop this up, that'll give you access under here, where then you can push these in on either side, squeeze them, push up, and the whole unit will pop out. Then from there, what we can do is we can grab our pass-through. Now our pass-through, we'll be able to sit in there, push it in, it'll seat home. But I will recommend grabbing your audio cable, your Cat 6, whatever you want to call it, microphone cable, plug this, feed it through that hole, plug it into your pass-through, then push your pass-through down. There we are, all in, done. I haven't pushed this down yet because I've got power cable that I am going to run under here, but that brings us to our next step. We need to get power from there up through the dash, over the footwell and into that fuse box, so we can power it up so this thing will work. Okay, so with all of that done, you can see we've got our piggyback plugged in. We have our earth attached to the screw over there. That's on to metal. Now in theory, when I turn my light off, in theory, we should be able to hold the power button on and it should turn on. Oh, and it does. Peel time. Oh, satisfying. So there we are. We have power, got volume, volume goes up to 20, I don't know how loud that is. So, right, one thing done, now we can turn this one off, turning back off, and we can get on to doing coax cable, which means we've got to go out, mount our antenna, and we've got to feed it through. Alrighty, so I've gotten the cable through. You should be able to see down there it goes through the rubber grommet with the wiring loom, and it is all bolted on up here. Now I will be honest, best to mount your aerial first and then put it onto the bonnet hinge. If you are going a Uniden one, you've got a rubber grommet or sort of seal down there. That's just an absolute nightmare. So, in my opinion, if you're going to do that and use a bonnet mount, mount it first, then put it on the car. That's my opinion. I've got a zip tie up there, just holding that cable out of the way. Drop this. Bloody higher than the bloody roof rack. Then your next step is we now need to get this cable up through the dash to the brain unit, and then, well, we can pretty much wrap this up. Alrighty, we have our cable through our dash. Everything in here is all tucked away, it's all good. It's just a matter of pressing it back in. Look at that. Don't mind my hoodie. I'll tie him back up. Haha, there you go. Okay, so that's all packed away. It's all nice and fastened back in there. Shouldn't move around. There shouldn't be any road noise. It's all good. Now we needed to put this end on to the end of this coax cable. I know why they did this. They put this off because then you've only got a smaller part that you need to try and feed through a rubber grommet or your firewall, rather than this big contraption. So what we'll do, plug this into the two-way right down there. We'll mount that bad boy, tidy up some of these wires, put the cup holder back in, then we can test her out. Cup holder's back in, it's all good. That's all back in as well, nice and firm. We got no cables on the floors, just rubbish down there. Now that should be pretty much about it. Everything's plugged in. Plug our handpiece in, plug that doodad. Let's hold the power button and she should power up. There we go. And we're on. And we are done. We go to 40, go to the truck channel, the local one. What we can do, that can just sit there, up there, tucked up out of the way. Still got me leg room, still chill, relax, pick it up, blah blah blah. So let's get a radio check and see what happens. Can I get a radio check, please?
Loud and clear in town.
Thank you, mate. Enjoy your day.
You too.
So as you can see there, it works in town. Happy days. And we'll test out this replay.
You too.
Look at that. Just
Loud and clear in town. You too.
so that just shows you the replay button and the function of this unit. I'm pretty impressed. I do like how it does that. That way then if you're driving, you've got passengers, you're talking to people, at least then
You too.
easy as you get the last call, job done, sorted, happy days. And yeah, now I've just got to say, this is a very big unit. Okay, this is my hand. It's pretty big in my hand. The cords are really thick. I'm sure they're going to loosen up. And when it goes there, I don't know, it might be in the way, maybe. I can always just put them out on that side of the dash instead. Nevertheless, most of the time, it's probably going to be in its unplugged state and it's going to be hiding away.
You too.
Now, even though the speaker, there is a speaker on that main board, it is still using the speaker off the handpiece, which I think is actually pretty good. I'm going to get the app. We're going to have a bit of a play with the app, see what happens. It might work really, really well, because if it's connected via Bluetooth and it goes through my radio, it's going to come out of the speakers anyway. You're not going to miss a call. But yeah, I like it. That's the feature, and this is the install. So if you followed along and you've got a D-Max as well, well, congratulations, you just installed your two-way radio. I've just installed mine. Pretty happy about it. Oh, I almost forgot. And that is done. That area looks pretty ridiculous, but anyway, it is what it is. It's higher than the bloody car. Anywho, that's all in now. I will tighten up this grub screw, that way then we can't loosen it. Should probably tighten up this nut down there. I'm going to worry about that at a different date. That's still going to be okay. Apart from that, a bunch of legends. That is pretty much it for today's little episode. How to install a two-way, I guess. The keen-eye viewers would have seen the jack in the background. That's a long story, that one. I don't own it, it's not mine, don't stress. But we will work through the reasoning as to why we have this car. I will make up a little bit of a sort of review video. Things I like, things I don't like. We've had it now for a month. And yeah, more about that at a different day. Anyway guys, that's going to do it in this video. she's pretty bloody girthy. That's gonna do it in this one, guys. I'm gonna give this D-Max a bit of a wash, get her back outside, maybe drive her around this week. I haven't driven her for 2 weeks, so I'll take her for a bit of a burn. Keep an eye out for a video on the jack. There's a story behind why we've got that at the moment. We did buy the missus another car. If you're not subscribed and you want to find out what's going on, or you just want to find my review and my opinion on the jack, please hit that notification bell and also the subscribe button, and then you'll also get content on the D-Max whenever I do something to this girl. As for what's next for the D-Max, I don't exactly know. I do have a simple 12 volt. It's nothing special. It's like the solar panel as well. It's nothing special. So I do want to change the tyres, bigger tyres, a bit more grippier in the mud and in the dirt. These all-terrains are trash. They're just, yeah, I've talked about them before. They're garbage. Got the two-way on, so we're slowly getting there. But yeah, I'm overall pretty happy with that install. So, but anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you want to see more of what's next on the D-Max, subscribe. If you like the video, hit that like button. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video, which I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something on the D-Max, no doubt. Or it could be Mrs. new car, not Jack. Anyway, thanks guys.